There's no other show that has been on like this where you have artists from across the African diaspora interrogating the possibilities of our relationship to nature in this way. I'm very proud to have 21 artists from the African diaspora. Not only do we have phenomenal paintings, but we have some beautiful textile works in this show, as well as some really engaging photography. I came up with the proposal during lockdown when many of us were looking to nature for a sense of respite and escape. And for me, as a Black British woman, also experiencing this ongoing conversation about the murder of George Floyd and what that meant for our reckoning with the ongoing reality of racism, I clung to my walks through local parks to kind of make sense of what I was hearing and experiencing, and to release myself from some of the more challenging parts of those conversations. And that is something that nature does provide us all. And I hope that sense of peace and freedom and possibility is what people have experienced through this show. This piece is called Stargazers by Nengi Emuku, a Nigerian artist. It's, for me, a really beautiful painting that speaks to the conversation that I wanted to explore through this whole exhibition, the way in which we can think about landscapes in a different way. Through this work, Nengi is exploring her personal relationship with landscape, which for her is a very spiritual one, and it's one that has a really important emotional lens to it. Here we have this phenomenal painting by the artist Michael Armitage, a British Kenyan. It is one of the biggest surprises to me in this exhibition, and one of the works I've grown to really love. And that's because of the different dimensions to this work. It's the materiality of it, the scale, its use of colour and mythology. And again, like many of the works, it enters the conversation of landscape, our relationship to nature, in a way that's relatively unconventional to most people's idea of a landscape work. It's Michael's mastery of painting, the way that he layers colour, the movement of the brushstroke that gives you a sense of this undulating anthill. This work is called Ancestral Home 45 by the artist Marcia Michael, and it's from a series called The Object of My Gaze. And this photograph was taken in St. Mary in Jamaica. Growing up in a space like this really shapes who you are. It shapes your understanding of the healing properties of nature. When Marcia went back to her mother's land, so to speak, it was a way for her to explore her sense of dual belonging. This glorious diptych here is created by the artist Michaela Yeredan, and it's entitled Another Rest in Peace from a Holy Land in Which We Came. It is the first commissioned soulscape, this kind of showstopper of a piece, which is in her own style, really expressive use of colour, movement that includes various symbols that you would connect to nature. You get a sense of the awesomeness of creation through this work.